going on, y'all? Let's talk about Tiffany Haddish, you guys. We got to talk about Tiffany Haddish. So, last night, Tiffany Haddish was alleged, and I don't even know if it's alleged, I believe that this is actual, factual, was arrested for DUI, okay? Now, if you guys don't remember, this is the second time in, I want to say, 2 years. Remember, a couple years ago, she was arrested for a DUI as well, where she has been arrested for a DUI. I don't know, DUIs are funny because sometimes you get arrested and then it gets expunged later. So I don't know if all these charges will stick, but she got arrested for DUI and she was later released. I'm sure she bailed herself out. She was allegedly found slumped over while her car was running, asleep while the car was running. And of course, who knows? I don't know if she had it in park or if it was in drive, which is even worse. The police officers obviously pulled her over, found, may or may not have known who she was, arrested her, booked her, all these things. Let's talk about the downfall of Tiffany Haddish, okay? So Tiffany Haddish, she's been working hard in the comedy circuit for a while. She is the product of foster care. She had that story that we all fell in love with, and we fell in love with her because just, how genuine of a person she is, all these things, da-da-da-da-da. Now, whether you find her funny or not, that's your business, but nonetheless, she kind of, got our hearts, around 2014, 15. Then Girls Trip came out. We fell in love with her, all these things. But then you start to peel back the layers and, kind of take a little sneak peek into her as a person and some of the things in her past. And Tiffany Haddish might be trash, y'all. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I mean, a year? I don't even know if it's been longer than a year ago. I forget what's the comedian's name, where she allegedly had, the situation where she did those weird, egregious videos with those minors, where she was talking about doing all kinds of weird stuff to them, and it was so bizarre. And then the parents allegedly paid her off, and it's just like she has been in it, she broke up with Common. That was weird. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with breaking up with somebody, but their whole relationship was very bizarre. The breakup was bizarre. She's had these DUIs. It's like Tiffany Haddish is always in some mess. Someone that we kind of really looked up to, and maybe not looked up to, but we absolutely fell in love with her story, you guys. And it's just like, it's so unfortunate because, Tiffany, what are you doing? And what is it with these celebrities that keep getting DUIs? What's up with that, y'all? I can't wait to get some money to get a driver. Why does Tiffany not have a driver? Why are you driving? Why are you driving yourself? You clearly are getting lit when you're at she was at some type of party last night. Why are you driving yourself when you know you're going to be drinking? I cannot wait to get a driver. Why don't you have a driver, Tiffany? What's wrong with you? That first DUI should have been a lesson. First of all, DUIs are terrible. Thank God, and God willing, I never get one. I've never had a DUI. I pray that it stays that way. But we know the risks that come with drunk driving. If you're that wasted where you're falling asleep at the wheel, come on. Tiffany, you're in your 40s. What are we doing? That first DUI should have been the lesson that you learn. Okay, I made a mistake. People make mistakes. I have friends that have gotten DUIs. Things happen. Whatever. You make a mistake, but a second one, and then to be in the public eye, you are famous. That the next TMZ got a hold of that mess probably an hour after it happened. It's going to hit the blogs and everything. You have a lot to lose. What are you doing? And then, with all the stuff that she had with the children, it looks terrible. And I'm just wondering who is around Tiffany. Tiffany might need to sit down somewhere and really get some type of therapy. And I'm not being funny. I'm being very, very serious, because we know that the challenges that she's had, growing up, the situation with her mom, she's been very vocal about the things that she's been through. And we also know, if you are into psychology at all, that a lot of the things that you go through in your childhood, they tend to manifest themselves into your adulthood if you don't, work through them and take care of them. And celebrities are not exempt from that. That probably, amplifies it even more, you know, being in the limelight. That's not natural. Andre 3000 was just talking about, it's not natural to have people constantly looking at you, constantly following you, asking you for autographs. The amount of pressure that has to be on a person who's already dealing with things internally, and that's already in the limelight, and that's already had, you know, just controversy surrounding them. I couldn't imagine, you know, the type of mental anguish that she might be going through. So Tiffany, it might be time for, you know, Tiffany really to sit down. I imagine, you know, maybe the alleged payoff that you made for those kids' parents, that might have hit your pockets. I don't know what her finances are looking like, but, you know, your soul and your well-being and your mental health is more important than this. A second DUI is crazy. When you could have simply hired, you know, a driver for what, $500? I don't know what the going rate on drivers are. You could have Ubered. I mean, Uber X is less than that. You know what I'm saying? You could have Uber X back, you know, you're in LA, it's probably what, $100, $150? Like, Tiffany, there's no excuse. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not making good decisions, and I don't even know what to say. Thank God she doesn't have children, but yeah, it might be time to just, you know, I don't know. I'm not seeing it for Tiffany. She's making bad decisions. That's all I got on that. I pray for her, and I pray that she can get the help that she needs, because she absolutely needs some help. Okay, so moving along. Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert. Sherbert, child. I don't know how to pronounce. I never known how to, not noon. I'm tired, y'all. I've never known how to pronounce his last name. I think it's Shumpert. They're done. And I didn't realize that she filed for divorce way earlier, I think February or March of this year. She is saying that she filed for divorce because pretty much he want to be in the limelight more than her. He's jealous. I could have told her that. I think it's interesting when some of these ball players, when they get a little taste of the limelight, like, I mean, obviously, people who play basketball, they already have a certain level of fame. They're on TV every day. They're, you know, noticed. But I feel like once basketball, football players, you know, we're seeing it now with old boy Kelsey and Taylor Swift. I feel like once they are with a pop star, you know, I don't know if Teyana is classified as a pop star, but she's absolutely, you know, an artist, a dancer, you know, a social media influencer. I think she's directing now. So people know Teyana, you know what I'm saying? She's popular. I adore her. I like her a lot. You know what I mean? But once I feel like athletes get a little taste of that type of limelight, it seems like they totally change. You know what I'm saying? They don't want that athlete, you know, the fans from the athletes, they now are turning into divas, and they want to, you know, be in the pictures, and they want to be socialites and stuff. And it's weird. We see it with Tristan Thompson. We seeing it now. He want to be a Kardashian so bad to save his life. He don't even know what to do with himself. So, and you know, Teyana is a strong personality. You know what I'm saying? She's very vocal, very outspoken. She's private at the same time, and she said that she just released a statement. It was like, look, I haven't talked to the press about any of this. And that just has to suck. You know, when you file for divorce in February, you're like, damn, you know, I'm trying to keep this private because it seems like she has a certain amount of respect for him still. Like, we're not beefing. I just don't want to be married to him anymore. You know, so I'm surprised that it took that long for it to get out. Granted, you know, a month or two ago, their separation, you know, was released. Like, the news of the separation hit the web. But that's pretty good. It's November. For her to keep it quiet that long, she didn't want this to be out there. And, you know, it's sad because I like their relationship. You know what I mean? They both real swaggy. You know, Teyana's beautiful. You know, they seemed like they were very in love, all about their two daughters, you know. So it's very unfortunate to see that their relationship isn't working. I just pray. And it seems like, now, I don't know. I feel like if somebody's going to be petty, it's going to be Iman. But I pray they can keep it cute and keep it classy. And, you know, unfortunately, relationships, marriages don't last. But hopefully they can continue to be respectful and loving to their kids and, like, amicably, you know, separate. You know, I hope that the blogs and everything, because these blogs will tear stars down. You know, Shade Room is always shady. Baller Alert, you know, their headlines are weird. Then And then you got Iman posting, he posted the little Joe, the infamous picture of Joe Budden on his phone, Indian style in the pool. Like, Iman posted that as if, like, I'm unbothered, which when you post that, you're bothered. Like, stop. Because if you was really unbothered, you wouldn't say anything. So the fact that you posted that, you're trying to prove that you're not that you are unbothered, but we don't believe you. So, that's not, like, Iman didn't even need to do that, because that's not, the fact that this blew up, you know what I mean? It's not Teyana's fault. So I just hope that they can kind of keep it together and that things don't get ugly, because, they have children. Their daughter, I forget, Lord, what is their names, child? Their oldest daughter is of the age now where, she's going to school. If things get ugly, she can see it. So I'm just hoping that they keep things respectful. I'm sad about their marriage ending, but yeah. It happens, relationships don't work. It's a 50% divorce rate. So are we really surprised? Not really, but kind of, but not really so. But anyways, have y'all been keeping up with these? What do you guys think? What do y'all think about Tiffany Haddish? Do you agree with me that she need to go sit her ass down and go get some therapy and some counseling and deal with her demons from her childhood? Like, what do y'all think about that? Let me know if you guys are all caught up on both of these stories. Drop down in my comments. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, like, subscribe, and share, y'all. I'll talk to you soon.